We are going to build portfolio in Framer. Here's a demo. Embedded video in Hero section, Work section, Experience section, About Me section, Services section, and the footer. Let's get started. Open up the Framer canvas. When you first start open a new Framer project, you have just one file for the desktop. Let's add more breakpoints. Click the plus size, click tablet, another one for phone. You can see that we have 3 canvas here. We can add everything on the desktop because it's a primary canvas. You will see why. Just a moment. So when you click the layer, you will see all the canvas right here. That's what I'm just saying is primary, and tablet and phone. We're gonna start with the Hero section. Go to Insert, Navigation. We drag and drop the navigation on the top. When you see the icon like this, it means the components. The component is mean reusable. You will use this component multiple places. This is really convenient. You can go edit by double click or edit component. Click here, and now you can edit that component. We want the navigation on the right, so we will add some space right here between the logo and the navigation. Click on the layout, frame, push right here. Let's not go in there. We can move it right here. We want this empty frame to take up more space. We can adjust this by fill. Now you can see that it takes all the space here. So we will add the button. We are going to create the first component button. Go to layout again. You can use the keyboard by click F. That's another shortcut way. Drag it. We want it to be right here. We add the text inside the button frame. Just go to text and click inside the blue area. We will say contact me. To make this button to be the component, so we can just right click and click create components, say button primary. Create the width to be 150 and the height to be 45. Create the layout for the button. Click the plus sign. We want to be horizontal. Create our style text. Click the style here and then add new style. This text will be paragraph. So put this. Click edit. I want the text to be poppin. That. Go back. And now we're gonna create a color style. Click in the color, click add. Create the first one, light 01, and we want it to be white. We go all the way up and click create. Now we get the first one right here. Instead of like we have to select the random color and be the hexadecimal number, we don't want that, because we're gonna use all throughout the page. We're gonna want to create this, the style, and have a name so we can easily use it on our projects. So we have it right here. The text I want to be center aligned. We're gonna change the color of the frame here to be black. Now we're gonna create another one. Plus the name dark 01. When we are completely white here, see. Now we have dark and light colors. When we hover the button, we want background color to change. Click on the outer frame and you will see the plus sign. Click hover, change color. We'll change that to add another one. Add plus 0. Now we have it. So go back to the navigation, change the button to be fit content and fit content for height. Now it look good to me. We don't want these frames color, so we can click, give some padding for the navigation as well. Right here, 24. Top frame, we just remove the padding. Now we have it center. So this is the phone when we scale down to the phone size, and when the phone navigation open, we will see all the navigation. When we click the hamburger menu, we keep the button in the center. We'll change the navigation name to match our projects feature work. So we can just double click right here, or we can just go to the panel here and change that, and change the text style that we already create to the body. Let's do all of them. And then the last one will be services. And I forgot to give them colors to be black. All of them will be black. So same with the button. When we hover on each link, we want it to change color. So we go to each text, click the link here, click the style, select, click new style, link, edit. We want dark at the start. Transition here. For however we want a different color, add darks too. We don't want we don't want text to be underlined when we hover, so we click on the left. Colors, we want it to be dark one, no text underlines too. So that's all. For each link, we want the link to go somewhere, but for our case, we building one page website, so we jump in between section to section. So we will change the logo here. This one is a Victor, we don't want that. You can delete that. Just go text, click here, call Mobi, click, let's go pop in 16, and we want to be bold. We will check in the browser what it looks like. This is the desktop, and then we scale down to the phone, open up, the button hovers good, the link doesn't have our effect, so let's see what's going on. Go back. Oh, because we just closed it, we don't want that. So I think we're gonna have to give the temporary link somewhere. Yep, so that's why. Sorry about that. It should work now. Yep. When you apply animations, style, or anything on the primary element, it will apply to the child as well. Let's take a look. The hover works. Yep, works. Go to the mobile. Whoop. I want to have these logos to be the navigation when the users can go back to the home page, to the starting point by click on the logos. So click link here. The navigation done. Now we go to the hero section. Layout, frame, create the box. The frame is like a container for holding all the element that inside it. So when you give it a frame, you normally give them the layout, the layout that you want. We're gonna go layout, the stack to horizontal, that's fine. Give the width to be fill all the way. We can't set the highest unless we have the child element inside it. So let's do and give this a name, hero. Oh, hero. And the top hero section, we will create 2 columns here. We're gonna add more 2 columns here, left and right. Go to the layout, frame, add 1 canvas here, and we would copy and paste, so we have 2 of them side by side. And each frame we give the width is fill. We can remove the background of the hero. Go to the X, and the text, we go to the text, click here, and give it a name. And this will be the first headings 1. And see here, the front will be popping, the side will be 160. We add some breakpoints, so for every screen size it will scale differently, so that we keep that. Go back again, we're not done yet. So we want it to be weight of the front will be bold and align left. The color of the text, we will add the different colors. We add more. So 3 colors. That. Now we're going to do the second line here. Go back to the canvas. We're going to create another frame. Go to layout, frame, create the box, and we give it the name of the frames, container, and we move down below the top text and give it the text 3D motion designer. We can remove the containers colors. Before we give the child layout, we need to give the parents layout. Let's give it a name. Give it a name. This will be, the layout will be stacks as well, and will be vertical stacks. The width will be fill, the height will be fit contents. The second line container will give the layouts as well, will be horizontals, and give it fill. The height will be fit contents. I'm gonna remove the background of the parents container. Remove it. On the demo, we want the second line to a little bit on the right, so we will give the containers of the second line to be right aligned. So which means N right here. Well, the front will be H2. Okay. we haven't created yet, so I'll give it H2, click edit. Front will be pop in, and the side will be 42. Add the light breaks too, and the colors will be dark one, that's fine. So for this, the rice container, we don't want anything, it's just gonna be empty space. We just remove the fill color. Here you go, now we have it. So we create the hero text. Look good on the desktop, but we're gonna make it responsive and look good on the phone as well. So we go here to the phone. So you see that the text is not inside the frame. That's because the parents of the container is still be the horizontal stack side by side. We need to be stacked top and the bottom each other. Just click this arrow, the vertical line, and then we're gonna give the height to fit contents. Now that's look good. So look like we have a lot of space here just because the frames take up the space. We can leave it for now, and then we can just remove it once we have the video below it, so we can adjust the space between the line and the video here. So we make sure that the second line is not touch the edge of the screen. We go back to the desktop, we see the primary container. We're gonna add the padding around the box. So go to padding. We want it to be each size is different pixel. So we will click icon here and give the top to be 50, the left to be 24, bottom will be 50, and the left will be 24 as well. Okay, now we see this, the second line is not touch the screen. We double check by click this icon and check the desktop versions. Look good, and we scale down. Now we see on the phone. Now it's good. Okay. For the next step, we're going to create the video container. Let's close this hero section. Give it another frame. Create the box. And give it the name of the container to be a video container, and the width will be fill, height will have to wait, so we give the layout stack side by side, that's fine. So for the video, the framer has a built-in component, we can just grab it by click insert media, video, drag and drop here. That's super convenient. Give the width to be fill. So the height of the video we want to take is the full height of the screen. By go to the viewport, take it 100 viewport. So now we can give the height of the parents component to be fit screen as well. So go to the video component. For this one, you can either use the URL that's copy and paste the link right here. But for my case, I will have the file in my computer, which I already downloaded. I will use this here. Okay, let's see how it looks. Here you go. Okay, we will fix this space later. Go back. So for the video, it's good to have the image. I will upload the image. Okay, and the background, I keep it to be black, that's fine. Video, I set it to playing, and the poster is a cover right here. So we go back to, when you click on the video component, you see that the video box is overflow to the desktop canvas. let's go check here what's going on. Just because the height is fixed to be 1000 pixel, we don't want that. We want it to be dynamic. How many container we have it inside the desktop, we're gonna click it to fit contents. So now it's look really good. For the space here, we don't want it to be shown in on the phone, so we just remove it, like visible to no. Alright, click. It's good. This is 100 viewport look like, so when you scroll down at the top, it will take up the whole space of the height. So the video done. So I want to go back to the navigation here. So you will see this when we have the wider screen. We want the navigation to align with the hero section here. We don't want it to expand too much. So we can just fix it easily by go to navigation components, give the mint width to be 1200. So you see this is the width of the navigation doesn't expand anymore. Before we continue to the next section, you can grab the remix link for this project or the complete one in the link below. And I have the coupon from Framer for all of you guys. You can grab in the link below. You have 3 months free for the Framer Pros, so really good deal. Just grab it in the link below. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumb up. I appreciate everyone. Back to the video. We are going to continue to the next section, which is the intros here. So go to our canvas. I like to collapse something else that we're not using it. I'm gonna make the desktop canvas to be the fixed height for now and give it very tall. Okay, we will come back to the desktop height when we're done. Let's continue. Go to layout, frame, draw the box. The name is be intro, and the width be the fill. Layout will be stacked, and inside the intro give it another containers. I will give the width to be 80%. Give the layouts as well. We don't need the background. The name of the container will be containers. Easy enough. We will go to the text and paste the text. The style will be heading 2, colors dark 1, text align will be left. So the text is overflow right now. We will give the growth to be wrapped and the width will be fill. Alright. The height of the intro, which is the parents containers, we do fit contents and remove the background. And then we will give the container of the intros paddings. Top 50, left right will be 50, bottom 50. This container we can give the height now to be fit content. Also the container we will give the max width to be 1200, and we want the text to be left aligned. We'll give distribute to be start. Alright, and then we can pre-build it. Just look good. So we finish with the intros. Continue with features works. Feature works, let's walk through what we gonna have to do. We will have the heading, and then we will have 2 columns. One is wider than the other ones. We're gonna use 2 columns here, same with the hero text. Okay, go back to our canvas. Layout frames. Now you know the pattern of buildings the website from framers. Give it the name, it will be feature word. The width be fill, and then we'll have the headings, so we get another frame. At the start, I always like to have the parents to be colors first, so I know all containers before I remove it. So the frame here will be heading. We forgot to give the parents container layout, so we'll give it stack horizontals, and the height will be fit contents. That's good. And the heading, we gonna be a text. Put the text. The heading text will be history. We create another one. New style, history. Pop in. The weight will be medium, and the size will be 27, and give it a breakpoint. Color will be dark one. Okay, good. Close that. So we can remove the heading background color now, and we can give the height to be fit screen. And then inside the feature works, we want 2 columns inside. Give the frame, and then put it in here, inside here. Because of the feature works, we do the stack side by side. We don't want that, we want to be stacked top to the bottom, so we change that. So this frame will be the parents of the 2 columns, so we'll give it the name content, and we want it to be filled all the way. The contents, we will give the layouts as well, we side by side, and then we will give the 2 columns inside the contents. Give the name column, and then fill, and we give the layouts as well. So the column we can copy and paste. Now you can see we have 2 columns here inside the parents containers. We give some space between these 2 columns too. So the gap 25. Okay, and each columns we have image and text. Give the image the container. So layout frame. Drag it inside columns. Image container, and the layout will be top to the bottom. Let's put the image here, and the image we can just go to the inserts, media, image. We can drag and drop here. So the image container, we need to give the layouts. Okay, and the width will be fill, the height will be fit content. To create the responsive image, we can easily just specify the height first. I want the height to be 500. The width will set to fill, and click the lock icon. Click the lock icon, it means that width and height will scale down each other. Okay, so the image, we're gonna fill image. You have 3 options. You can use the image. You can choose your own file from your computer, or you can use the plugins. We have Upsplash and Lumi. I like to use Lumi. Search it, graphic design, book, grab the name. Okay. Always give the alt text for the image for accessibility. So we're gonna have to set the parents of the container again to be height to be fit content, and the height of the columns to be fit contents. So we have the image here. Now we need the text below the image. This will be inside the first columns. Go to the layout, frames, take the box, content. Content will be fill, and the column stack. We need to be stacked top and the bottoms, and the layout will be stacked. Okay, let's go to the desktop. Keeps like way high. 5,000 for now. That's good. So inside the contents we will have text. Go to the text will be book cover. In the book cover we give the style heading 4. The size will be 24. Give it the break height. Text align will be left. We just set the height to be fit contents, and the aligns of the container will be left. Okay. We'll have another text. Just copy and paste. I'm grabbing the text from the demo. I'm copy and paste, and change the style to be body. Before we continue, I forgot to make this heading to be on the left. We can change distribution to be start. Good. To save the time, we can just delete the right column and then copy the left column and paste it. We have two columns, left and right. We want the left one to wider than the right one. You can set that easy by go to the columns and set the width to be 2FR. And that's it. Change the image here to be something else. Let's go to the photos, DJ console. Copy the text, and also always give it the alternate text here. Let's go ahead and remove the contents, colors, background, and also the parents too. Remove every color here. And I'm gonna grab the text of this image. So the text, the width will be fill and text align to be left. Text will be fill, left align. So now we need to adjust the height of each image. So right now this height is 300. We want it to be 500. Make it equally, and check why the image on the left is still higher. Unlock it. Go to 500 and then lock it. Now we get the same height. Double check on the phone, and then we're gonna have to give the parents padding. Top and the bottom 50. 50. Let's check on the phone. Look good. I like the phone to not be side by side. Fonts is always stacked top and the bottom. So we go to the contents and then stack top and the bottom. Preview. This text got cut off. See what's going on. Because the column on the left is wider than column on the right, so on the phone we need to adjust the width to be equally. Go to the width and change it to 1FR. So now that looks good. Okay, and feature works, we need to give the max width to be 1200, and we need to give the max width for the features works as well. Give it to 1200. Take a look again. Yep, so now everything is aligned up. Go back. For the next section, it will be easier. Just copy feature works and name it to be work. We will have 3 columns and every column is equally. It will be super easy to give the first column to be 1 FR, and then we copy 1 column. Now we have 3 columns, so now we will change the image to be something different. I will do the robot. Here you go. Close it and give it alt text. Alright, we have everything. So we will set the height of the first and the last image to be equally. Always have to unlock it first, and then we can click it, and then we can lock the width and height. Now unlock this and then lock again. Just give it the titles and the details. You can change this right here on the canvas, or you can just go in the contents and change it. Just click the layers and change. Right here. Alright, I will change all the titles of the image to thicker than the body one. Easy, we can just go to the styles, H4, and edit. The weight will be medium. So now apply for everything. Let's go back to check on the phone. Okay, look good. Preview. One thing that I don't like is the text size on the mobiles. The H4 is smaller than the contents. You can change that on the breakpoint. Another way is that you can go to change the styles. Go to asset, and then you will see that these are the assets we create. We have button, navigations, headings, links, colors. So we'll go to the heading 4, and then we will give the breakpoint on the phone. Go to be 19. Okay, let's go back. Close. Previews again. Okay, now the title is look bigger. That's very good. That's better. Let's go back to the intro here. We have the width to be 80%. For the mobiles, we can just expand this all the way across the browser. We can change that by go to layers, make sure we correct it's right. The width, we can make it fill all the way. Look again. Okay, that looks pretty good. I want this to restructure the workflow here. You see that we have duplicates elements that we used twice already. So we can turn this section to be components. We can use this component multiple presets in a project. Just go to the parent layer, right click, and then create components. Give the name heading, that's good. Because we're gonna use this heading component multiple presets, we can give this text to be variables. Create variables, print text, title. Default fitted works, and we don't need this area to be text areas. That's good. You can also create color to be variables too if you want to, but for in this case I think this is fine. So here is the component that we just create. I will give these components a containers. So right click and create frame, and then heading container, and the width will be fill, the height will be fit contents, and the layers will be horizontal. That's fine. And check on the tablet, we need to change the headings, the width of the component to be filled. Okay, now it's look good every breakpoint. Do the same thing in the work section too. Just copy and paste it. Drag this on the top and delete this. So when we expand to the headings component, you can just edit the text that we just create the variable right here. That's really convenient. Now its text is changed. So we can continue to the work experience. The work experience has the heading. We can reuse the headings component that we just create, and we're gonna create a few container with it outside. With the outside containers will have the blackouts, and the inside will have 3 columns. So we can just go ahead and do that. Layers, frames, give it the box, and the name will be experience, and the width will be fill. So we'll go stack vertical. Alright, so we can copy the headings here that we already created and put it inside. Copy and paste. So look good. And then don't forget to give the max width before we forget. Okay, good. Alright, and then we will give the paddings. Top to bottoms 50, left and right 24. Alright, check and font, good. So we'll give 2 columns here. So now we can give the columns. Layer, frame, and then make the outer containers. We don't want this on the top, we need them on the bottoms, and then we'll give it a name to content, and then the width fill, the layers will be left and right. Okay, good. And then inside the content will have 3 columns. Let's give it a frame. 1 column here will be, give it the name columns. Okay, and the width will fill and copy, paste. And the column to the left, we have 2 columns inside, so we can just give it the frames, and will be contents, and the column we will give the layouts, left and right, and then contents here we just copy. You can see the visuals that what I'm talking about. We have the left column to be wider, just only 1 title, and the right column will have 2 columns inside. So we can go ahead and give the pants containers the height to be fit contents. Now we can change the headings here to be experience. So each contents here will give the blackout colors. Add another one, will be light 2, and the hexagonal colors, create, and then move it below the first one here. We can give the radius to be 50. Before we continue, we just remove the background color first, so not confused. And give the height of the column on the right as well. And each column on the right, we need to give the width to be filled, each one. And then we can have the titles, the text, and then change it style to H4. Alright, and you can do text align to be left. Now we can change the height of the column when we have the child element inside. So the height will be fit content. So now it looks perfect. The text should be left aligned. We can change it on the layout to be start and then align left. Okay, good. So on each column on the right, we can add the text as well. So we'll go text, and then style will be body, and give the contents layout, and then height to be fit contents, and remove the colors. Okay, let's do this, copy and paste. And remove the parent's background color too. Give the contents padding. Just do that. Now looks very good right now. These two columns, the text got cut off. We will fix that by go to the left columns to make the width just 1. Now it looks better. So the width each column is 1 FR. So the width of each one will change to be fit contents, and then the contribute will be N. Same with this one, and the parents will make it to the end as well. Perfect. We will keep the containers borders as well. Go to the borders, change color. We will give the colors a name for this one. Give the hex. Okay. Right. Perfect. Let's check on the mobile. Yep, so the mobile, same thing, we're gonna have to stack them. Stack this column too. No? Align to be left. Perfect. So we're gonna change the text in here. Change the text. So we got 1 row, just the rest we can just copy them 3 times. Perfect. Okay, you just copy and paste all the text. Perfect. So now we're done with the copies. I want to keep the space between each row. Just go to the parents container. You see the gap. I will give it to be 24. This look good. Let's see in a mobile. Okay. Let's preview. Look pretty good. That's it for this video. We will continue the rest of the project in the next video. Please subscribe to my channel and give video a thumb up. Check out the links below for the 3-month free Framer Pro subscriptions. Really good deal. And I accept new clients for the Framer website design and web development. Click the link below and we will be in touch. See you in the next video. Peace out.